Criminal defense attorney Alan Kagawa. Alan, thanks so much for being with us. Let's talk about what this evidence could show a jury, because this is a self-defense case. So there's not this dispute that he did the killing, but all of these movements, it's showing where he went, the dismembering, what he did with the body. Does that equal consciousness of guilt for this jury when he's claiming, yes, I did it, but it's because I feared for my life?
Oh, hey, good morning, and thank you so much for having me. Absolutely. I'd say a key thing here is, since we have a self-defense case, this is a case in which the defendant may actually take the stand. And what's going to be critical here is, if the defendant takes the stand, if the prosecution can establish a very clear timeline and very clear set of events, and the defendant in any way deviates from that, that'll absolutely go towards his credibility, which will ultimately go towards his state of mind as to whether or not the jury will consider, did he really think that he was in fear of his life? Did he really think that self-defense was necessary?
During this period of time, the jury is listening to the analyst talk about messages that were sent, phone calls that were made from his phone to his dead wife's phone, when he already knows, he's admitted that he killed her, he knows he's dead. And they've already been exposed to what those messages say. And then this is October 17th. At one point, while she's already dead, he's texting her, "Good morning, Bobby. You want to meet up later? Hello." And then he starts to be angry guy. Get your, and that was backside back here. I want to get back to New Hampshire. Then the next day, he still continues with this. I'm the victim here because you're such a mean person, even though she's dead. You're a blank. I don't deserve this blank. How does that play on? And this is sort of a second bite at the apple for the state as they go through now his phone interactions with his dead wife's phone. How does that play for a juror sitting there and staring at him, knowing that this was all a ruse?
This is going to be incredibly hard for the defense to counter. It's one of those things where statements like this, when it's clear that his wife is dead, go towards him thinking that he can potentially outsmart the system, thinking that, he can potentially get away with this. It also goes and potentially hurts any sort of insanity defense or any sort of mental health defense, as it shows potentially that he was of a state of mind that was able to think about the consequences, think about what might happen, and be prepared in the event of a situation like this where law enforcement gets involved.
Yeah, state of mind so critical in a case like this. Alan, stand by. We're going to get in a break, and we'll get you back in for more of the van life and death murder trial for Joseph Ferlazzo happening in Vermont.
Coming soon to court.